I'm never buying it. I'm never buying that push-pull legs is an efficient split. It just isn't. Now, if you think of it from a logical point of view, the fatigue buildup that is happening in that split is just not proportional to the rewards that I'm gaining from it. And I don't mean just fatigue that's building up in general, because that is going to happen with any single split you do, to be honest. But I'm talking about local fatigue happening in the other muscles you're going to be training that builds up. For example, if you're training chest, your triceps and your shoulders are indirectly getting involved with everything you do. So by the time I get to triceps or shoulders, they are already not only tired from the general fatigue that's building up in your body, but they are also exhausted from the chest movements that you are doing, because they are being used as stabilizers for a lot of exercises. Same thing if you're doing back. By the time I get to my biceps, they just aren't fresh anymore. They are being used when I'm training back. In any row movement I do, in any pull down movement I do, they're getting involved. So why are you training push-pull legs? Why not rather put your chest day with biceps and put your back days with triceps and shoulders? Doesn't that make a lot more sense? Because if you think about it, yes, general fatigue once again is going to build up in any given split, but at least when I'm doing chest and then I move on to biceps, my biceps are still fairly fresh, because they're not being really all that involved when it comes to the topic of stabilizing or just having them used as a secondary muscle. Same thing when I'm training back. Why would I want to use bicep when I can instead do triceps and shoulders after, which once again are used to a very minimal degree compared to your biceps? So changing that up for me has been a real game changer, to be honest, when it comes to arm growth. Even if I'm not prioritizing my biceps and triceps and placing them at the front of my workout, which is what you want to do ideally if you're focusing more on arms or trying to specialize on them, I'm still able to get a much greater return on investment in terms of the time that I'm putting in by just making this small change to my split. So give it a go.